welcome to another edition of the ScoreKeepers Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Robert. Joining me to the left of me, we got Stats and Research.
Yo.
From Parts Unknown, we have Khalil.
What up?
And last but not least, Leslie's child's biggest fan, we have Clayton.
Howdy. Full body chills right now. Full body chills. When that song first came on, like when I first heard it, I was like, yes, this is gonna bop.
This is gonna be one for you?
Yeah, this is gonna be one.
Say finally a good song on this album.
Wait, what?
You didn't like
don't like
it?
this album?
That album was fucking terrible. I'm not
Really?
That shit was terrible. Please.
I second that notion.
Give me a
You don't
fucking-
like it?
Really?
No, don't talk to him.
No, because this is interesting because Fed also he's a big fan of the album, but it was either they thought it was 50-50. Either people said that the album was trash or people said that the album was good. There was no in the middle.
I like
that was
album.
crazy.
I like it better
That's
than the
crazy.
last one.
Flaming garbage.
Damn,
Really?
that's insane.
It is
So
terrible.
So you like EA better?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Without a doubt. Are you crazy?
The regular, not the deluxe.
Yes, the regular. No, I don't like the deluxe version.
The
What?
deluxe
The
was
deluxe is the
saved
best
it.
part of the album.
I don't care about that.
Oh,
Is it Myron on the deluxe?
No, it's on the
no,
regular
that's on the
version.
regular.
It's on the regular.
I care about prices though. Prices and Silly Watch. That
Strawberry
shit is.
pills in my shit.
But this is a sports
Chrome Hearts for
podcast.
me.
By the way, if you
Celebration Station.
Oh,
He's
celebration.
reading his list. Oh, you're not? Oh.
if you did want to discuss hockey, I just heard back from my sources, so I'm educated.
My
I'm
sources.
Okay, so you mean our sources?
good. Maybe I don't know. Who's your source? I can't
Guys,
reveal my sources.
Did we go out this weekend or no? No,
It's NBA free agency. Where am I gonna go?
I don't know.
No, I tried to go.
I was trying to get Pat Riley to get Khalil out of his fucking bed, but Pat Riley couldn't fucking pull the goddamn
You
trigger
gonna
yet.
blame Pat Riley for that?
Yeah, I'll blame
Yo,
Pat
this
Riley.
hate is crazy.
He literally said,
This
if Pat
shit is
Riley gets the
crazy.
deal done tonight, I'm going out.
It's
And
not-
Lord.
I'm not blaming him for it not happening.
Can we please let this trade happen while we're on air so I could put you on the cross?
Oh, because he did something he was supposed to do.
See, now we're doing that.
See, honestly,
You
I could
said
put
you
you.
was
I
gonna
could
make a
put you
move.
on the. I could put you on the cross anyway.
I said he was not getting a whale. We'll
About
see.
to get a whale.
What?
We'll
A
discuss.
whole
We'll
lot of
discuss.
about going on there.
We'll
That's
discuss.
hate.
So let's get right into it. We got free agency. It happened Saturday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Saturday night at 6 o'clock. The first deal that we're just going to go down the entire recap of the notable ones. You guys have obviously heard this. We're going to talk winners and losers, the whole shebang. Draymond Green signed a 4-year, $100 million contract with the Golden State Warriors. Karis LeVert agreed on a 2-year, $32 million deal. If you ever want to stop and talk about one, just stop me.
Okay.
Okay. Drew Eubanks.
Yes, big time signing.
Big time deal. Kyle Kuzma agreed on a 4-year, $102 million deal. Kobe White, 3-year, $40 million deal to go to Indiana. I think they had to overpay him. 2-year, $45 million contract for Bruce Brown. The Portland Trailblazers, we're going to get there later. Jeremy Grant signed a 5-year, $160 million contract.
No takebacks.
No takebacks? That's what we're doing right now?
Yo, no takebacks.
Signed where?
Portland. Re-signed in Portland.
Yeah, he got an extension. I thought it was an extension.
Technically, it's not. but-
Oh, okay. We have Kyrie. After there was rumors that he was going to meet with everyone under the sun, agreed to a 3-year, $126 million contract.
Did you see, by the way, when it was reported that he has a meeting with the Heat?
He quickly came out and said, "We are not."
The
meeting
Heat
with
don't even play the media game. They're like, no, none of this, no.
Yeah, I saw that. Chris Middleton agreed on a 3-year, $102 million deal. Very, very slow free agency to start off with those. I mean, everyone pretty much signed back to where they were going. Cam Johnson, though, 4 years, $108 million by the Brooklyn Nets. I will say I think that I like Cam Johnson. That was a huge overpay, especially with this CBA. I think that's going to be a very hard contract to trade.
I don't think so. That's a good deal.
Allegedly
You think so, really?
Yeah, it might be
that's a good
fine
deal.
because the cap's gonna go up every year.
That's a good deal. They're gonna have. They got him on what? That's like mid-20s.
He's 27.
Yeah.
He just turned 20.
He just turned 20. So
I like him, but I don't know. That feels like a lot to me.
That's solid money. That's
Okay.
solid money.
Well,
Like 20 a year?
20. No, that's 27, I think.
20 and some change. Yeah. What were you saying? You were about to say something? No.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Gabe Vincent.
Namdi.
Hate to see you go, brother.
I'm not.
3 years, $33 million deal to the Los Angeles Lakers. I like him. I'm happy he got his bread.
I will hear Stephen A. Smith in the Western Conference Finals. It's embarrassing. You can't trip into 2 points. Yeah. Bye.
I like them. The Miami Heat have agreed with deals with guard Josh Richardson.
Coming home, baby.
Coming back.
Coming home.
2.
Big fan of Josh
I'm going to
Richardson.
see him later in the week.
And Kevin Love
signing.
also coming back.
Hey,
And
Love.
finally, Khalil, you asked about it last week. Orlando Brown. Finally.
Robinson.
Robinson.
What did I say?
Brown.
Orlando Robinson.
He's in jail.
Is he?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so.
Again.
Orlando Robinson finally got a regular contract. So
You
we're
know,
gonna
he
have-
did realize. Did you hear the story about that?
with Brown or Robinson?
Robinson.
Oh,
No.
because I thought we were talking the same
No,
thing.
Robinson, because he's playing in summer league.
Yeah.
There was like media day today for summer league. He said they asked him about it, and he said, "I had to sit down because I didn't think I was gonna get one."
We have Rory Hachimura.
Wait, did you? Oh, wait.
I'm going in order.
In order. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That just so happened all co.
No. You're fine.
3-year, $51 million deal. The biggest fleece, Fred VanVleet.
Dominican Drake.
That's actually not a fleece.
3 years, $130 million from the Houston Rockets.
There's a team option in year 3.
But I
it's
will
only a
say,
2-year deal.
That's a 2-year deal.
Well, because the fleece. Excuse me. I'm sorry. You know what? You're right.
I'll say the fleece
The
continues in
the
Houston.
fleece comes later. Cam Reddish agrees on a 2-year deal with the Lakers. Dennis Schroeder agrees with the Raptors. 2 years, $26 million. Seth Curry going back to Dallas, 2-year deal.
I thought that was interesting.
I thought that was pretty interesting too. Do we care about Reggie
got rid of
Jackson?
him the first time.
Hey, Guns N' Roses going to Memphis. You know? What? That's
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose going
Future
to
Hall of
Memphis.
Famer.
Oh, yeah.
No?
We're doing that again. I thought it was that in the past.
I think that's honestly,
It's kind of fly.
that's a fire nickname. That's a fire. Guns N' Roses. That's crazy.
Y'all got to stop. Leave y'all alone.
He can't shoot.
Yeah, don't worry. He got a shooter on the court. 2 years deal.
Where?
2-year deal.
Where?
I don't know. He probably has a switch in his pocket.
Wait, what? Move on. Please move on.
Victor Oladipo got traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder for draft compensation. That has not been official yet, correct? Because I think we're still waiting.
They can go back and
and change it and stuff like that. Tyrese Halliburton.
It was 2 second-round picks though. That was a draft compensation.
Oh, okay. Tyrese Halliburton going to the Indiana Pacers on a 5-year
That's an
maximum
extension.
contract extension. Yep.
Big Mac.
Desmond Bain also contract extension.
That's
5
nuts.
years,
Woof.
$207
Why is everybody mad
million
about
That's
that
nuts.
contract?
I'm not mad about it, but as I heard somebody on Twitter say, Desmond Bain will be able to look at Tracy McGrady and call him broke.
You saw my like because I like that. I like that tweet. Max Strus, your boy, going to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Although, good riddance. That finals performance. Get out.
Yeah,
Get out.
bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
4 years.
Oh, Max Strus?
Struce had to
Yeah.
go.
I can't wait for the inside job though when we play them in the first round of
he
the
starts
playoffs.
selling? Of course.
And he's out here on a 2 for 20.
4 years, $63 million deal, and a 3-team trade where the Miami Heat get a future second-round pick, while the San Antonio Spurs acquire Cedi Osman.
Cedi Osman,
Yeah, and Lamar Stevens, and a future second. Jackson Hayes.
That might be a big move because the homie BJ can't send him out there to go guard Trae Young. No more of that.
You're just Just gonna gloss over that. Nothing.
Is he reading?
Robert
something?
James.
What? I'm reading something up. I'm reading something about something. What?
Jackson Hayes. Never mind. Jackson Hayes signs a 2-year deal with the Los Angeles Lakers.
That's a steal.
Really? I mean,
we're gonna get there later.
what did I miss though? I feel bad.
Don't worry about it. Keep going.
You're fine, dog. It ain't that serious.
I'm running back.
The Miami Heat signed backup center Thomas Bryant to a 2-year, $5.4 million
Yeah, I wasn't really
deal.
that excited about it. We can't
Hold
get
on.
Mo Bamba.
Hold
Mo
on.
Bamba's available.
First things first. Mo Bamba.
I was fine with
Thomas
better than-
Bryant is
than Cody
25
Zeller.
years old.
I was just about to say that.
6'10".
I was just about to say that.
Shoots 36% from 3 for his career. On good volume, by the way.
I need a rebounder. I got Bam that can shoot my middies. I need somebody that can get boards.
Better than
Get
Cody
to the
Zeller.
basket. I don't need him.
He's better than Cody Zeller.
He's an average rebounder.
Are you sure about that?
But don't worry, we also have Orlando Robinson.
He's better than Cody
I've been
Zeller.
waiting
What's
for
wrong with
Orlando
No.
Robinson for like, what, 3 seasons now?
What you mean? Last year was his first season.
No shot.
Yes, it was.
I feel like it was longer than that.
I so do
Yeah,
I.
because it was a long year. You were out here watching them lose to the Hornets on a Wednesday by 30. Yeah.
The Lakers agreed to re-sign D'Angelo Russell on a 2-year, $37 million deal.
Woof.
The 76ers have signed Patrick Beverley to a 1-year deal.
That was from his podcast, by the way.
Yeah,
From his podcast.
Yeah, I saw that. The Bucks agreed to re-sign Brook Lopez on a 2-year, $48 million deal. Also, the New York Knicks traded Obi Toppin to Indiana in exchange for 2 future second-round picks. The Lakers have agreed on a 4-year max extension to Austin Reeves. LaMelo Ball got fucking the max deal,
yeah, that was the other one.
$260 million. That's fucking a lot of money. That's crazy.
For LaMelo?
Yeah.
But
And then-
everybody loves LaMelo.
And then the biggest fleece job of the season. That will be the biggest fleece job. The Houston Rockets have signed guard Dylan Brooks. 4 years. $80 million. Those are 2 bad signings, I think.
I don't think so. Fred VanVleet is a good signing.
I like
and you
Dylan
saw.
Brooks on there.
Did you see what you you didn't see what
time
Ime
out.
did? You know
Wait,
what
time
Ime
out,
did
time
to
out.
Marcus Smart. He got him to stop
Wait,
hijacking the offense.
wait.
I think he could do it to Dylan
Wait,
Brooks.
time out. What is this thing that I'm seeing on Twitter with my 600 tweets that I only have? What's this thing
It
that I
got
see
raised
with
to
Jalen?
800.
What's this thing that I see about Jalen Green?
Ah,
What is it?
Don't even bother.
What
bro.
happened?
Don't
No,
even bother.
Khalil, you gotta tell me, dog.
Oh, the video of him. Oh yeah, that was. I mean, it's July now, so I mean,
Man, them bugging out. He was bugging out back in the day. I don't know.
do you want to see it?
Back in the day?
Very Anthony Davis-esque back in his college days. Oh, you don't remember that either, huh?
No, I don't.
Oh, you did. Oh,
Very.
really? You don't remember that?
Very
Wow.
Jalen Ramsey-esque. Are you starting to understand it now?
Got
Okay,
it.
yeah, got it. Okay.
Got it. Very Karl Anthony Towns-esque.
Yes.
Got it. All right. So we're just going to keep it moving. The Clippers re-signed Russell Westbrook to a 2-year deal worth nearly $8 million. Kenya Martin, Cool Beans. The entire Villanova basketball team is in New York. DiVincenzo
They're really committed to being mid, aren't they?
4-year, $50 million
The Knicks.
contract to the Knicks.
They're going all
they
in on
gotta-
being mid.
They got to move down the line.
Look,
Holding down that.
listen to this. Listen to this. Dante Exum, the 2014
That's right.
Oh, yes.
number 5
That's right.
overall
He
draft pick,
lives.
That's right.
is
He
returning to the NBA
Yeah.
on a guaranteed deal
That's
with
right,
the
baby.
Dallas Mavericks.
It's not over. I still have a chance.
Exum has spent the past 2 seasons of the year, most recently with Partisan.
That's right.
Partisan. Where that at?
I don't know. I really
You don't know where that at?
That's
You haven't been keeping up with him? That's your
No.
man's.
No,
that's crazy.
I just know he got into like a really big brawl. It was crazy.
Well, we talked about it last week.
Yeah, I know.
Demonis Sabonis.
Got his ass whooped too.
Going to the Kings, a renegotiation and an extension for a total of $217 million over 5 years. Jordan Clarkson finalizing a 3-year, $55 million contract extension as well, and renegotiation. Miles Bridges going on a 1-year, $7.9 million qualifying offer to the Charlotte Hornets.
He's back as well.
Eric Gordon going to the Phoenix Suns on a 2-year, $6 million deal. Cody Zeller going on a 1-year, $3.1 prove-it deal to the New Orleans Pelicans.
Good riddance.
And that, my friends, is it.
That's what we got so far?
That is all we have so far.
I can't believe you didn't talk about Keita Bates-Diop to the Suns.
I'm not doing this with
What
you
about
today.
what was it?
Yuta Watanabe.
Watanabe.
So,
Big signing.
with all those
Big
names,
signing. Huge.
with all those names,
Torian Prince to the Lakers as well.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, look, Kendrick Perkins says that's like the biggest move of the year.
One of the guys that needed to be laid off, but that's another conversation.
Hey,
No,
don't
he
we talk
shoulda
about people
lost
getting
his job.
fired. Yo, you can't. Y'all want a black man to get fired?
Yes.
The other black man got fired. What are you talking about? He don't have a barber no more.
Who?
Your boy.
Jalen.
I know.
Mr.
They
Mr.
fired
Yes,
Jalen and they
Mr.
kept
Mr.
Perkins.
81 Olives himself.
Oh my gosh, we're not gonna do this. It was Mo Peterson. We're not gonna do this.
Yeah.
We're not
Oh, you
doing
can
this.
split it 50-50. 40 apiece. How you gonna do this?
You only guard him like 10 possessions.
I think Jalen Rose should take Sam Mitchell's job on NBA TV as revenge.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
With all the free agent signings and trades that you heard so far, we're going to talk about winners and losers. You can give me as many as you want, but let's start off with the. You know what? Let's start with the losers. We'll go higher after that. Let's start off with the losers. Who's your number one loser in the free agency so far?
I'll go ahead and get mine out the way.
You're going to take mine.
The Knicks, because they're the
Oh.
fucking Knicks. So who gives a fuck?
Wow, that's crazy.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Okay. Do you want to go?
Whatchamacallit, Josh Hart. Well, first of all, Josh Hart just got invited to Team USA. I just saw that.
That was crazy.
I just
By the
saw
way,
that
their
on-
Team USA looking
I just
rough.
saw that on the
Are we running
Athletic.
out of Americans that play basketball well?
And
That's what
then,
it looks like.
Do we need to suit up?
And then I saw that, and then he already tried to get Mikal Bridges over there to try and get Villanova back together. I saw that too on Twitter.
Yeah, that's not happening. I mean, you're not winning anything with that group.
Brandon, they won a championship.
In the NBA, buddy,
Two.
not college basketball.
Let's
be real.
Losers.
The big leagues.
Number one loser.
You go first, because I don't want to take yours. I have multiple.
Well, no, mine is very easy. It's the
ahead.
Houston Rockets.
Okay.
You guys like that Fred Van Fleet, whatever. You like that? I don't like that. He's getting paid more than Luka, which is insane. Also, on top of that, Dylan Brooks on a 4-year, $80 million contract is also insane. You could talk about them being young. You could talk about all that. Fred VanVleet, the player, is a good player. I like him. I wouldn't have minded him being on the Miami Heat. But at that amount of money, that is way too much money to be given out there. And also on top of that, Dylan Brooks, he's not a good basketball player. What Khalil, what'd Stephen A say about Kwame Brown?
Small hands.
He has a lot of body, but he doesn't really know what to do with it. Like, he's not a good look. We can play the game, but Dylan Brooks isn't a good basketball player. Certainly not worth $80 million over 4 years. You're supposed to be like building something towards the future. Signing Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet are not the answers to that question.
All right,
That's my personal
I disagree.
take.
And I just want to point out, by the way, all teams are now required in the new CBA to spend 90% of the salary cap
But
before
still
the start of
getting
the season.
paid
I think
more
it's
than
like July.
No, like the start of training camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, they're gonna have to get the money, and it's only like 2 years. Like in
But
two.
those, out of everyone that was on the free agency board, you could have thrown the dart and gotten everyone better than Dylan
point
Brooks.
guard for them to get?
Dylan Brooks, I'm saying. That's also a key
but
component.
Dylan
for
like
it.
$20 million
But
a year.
who-
It's not
who-
gonna
That's
kill
still a lot of money for someone
Who
that
are they
doesn't
gonna
do
give-
anything.
who are they gonna give it
You
to?
guys were just talking about Cam Johnson having a fucking extension, and you guys were fine with that. That's fine.
But
Dylan Brooks is
Okay.
not
But
Cam Johnston.
Who are they going to give it
But
to?
I just want to say though,
They had a deal with Brooke
Lopez.
Lopez, but he backed out of it.
As much as we make fun of Dylan,
He saw who the rest of Houston was signing. He was like, yeah,
as much as we make fun of Dylan Brooks, like, to be honest, they started winning when he started playing more on the team. He has something to do with this. He's one of the leaders of their team. He was. Hey, I hope he brings it back. Hey, that dance be fire. I'll be playing that song, bumping that song. Are you gonna do the little?
No. Fuck him. I don't. Agree to disagree. I really don't think that was a good move by the Houston Rockets. That's just my 2 cents. But do you want to go? I guess we're gonna go the opposite way. So go ahead, Rob. Losers.
I got Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah, because they haven't done anything. They finally got rid of John Collins, but it was a salary dump. and then,
Did we talk about that?
No,
No,
because
I didn't.
Wow.
No.
They've been trying to trade him for 3 years.
No, yeah, that's
so
right.
I mean,
2K legend, Rudy Gay.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. And Rudy Gay's not gonna play for them, so
No.
he doesn't play anymore. So
I can get behind that.
yeah, so I mean, like they didn't do anything. I thought they would at least try to make like some type of move. Like they have assets and they're trying to get under the cap. So I mean, they're gonna run it back basically. With
What is that? The second year now that they would run it back because they didn't do anything last year.
but that's
either.
still that team's obviously like what, a play-in team. So
Yeah.
I think they have more talent. They should be better than a play-in team, but that's what they are. So
Okay, Brandon, losers.
The Nuggets.
Okay.
They lost Bruce Brown.
you didn't like Justin Holiday?
I was. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
I've never
just
seen
asked.
him that mad.
A lot of people like Justin Holiday. 2K legend too.
Justin
3D.
Holiday doesn't like Justin
cheap.
Holiday.
Mm-hmm. Justin Holiday doesn't
That's-
like Justin Holiday. That's
hate.
crazy.
That's hate.
That's actually crazy.
They lost Bruce Brown. Obviously, they don't have a lot of means to to get a player of that kind of salary. But you saw around the league a lot of teams that have the same mechanisms, minimum contracts, were able to get quality guys and, to play for them. Kendrick Perkins wants to crown the Lakers. Gabe Vincent, the second best player for the Heat all season. Yes, he said that.
Oh, I know.
On national
They do
television.
this every offseason.
But, I don't think every move the Lakers made was like a good move necessarily, but there were a couple solid moves they made. They got some solid players. The Suns picking up Aaron Gordon, I would think that was a good move for them. You look at the Heat picking up Josh Richardson and Thomas Bryant. Those are solid moves. They haven't done anything like that. So I'd say they're losers.
I think the thing with the Nuggets is that their team is pretty much kind of set. I mean, losing Bruce Brown is pretty bad, and I agree with you. But the rest of that team, I think, is pretty well constructed.
They have
for
no
them.
depth.
After Bruce Brown?
They didn't have any depth to begin with. They played like 7 guys that entire series, and you lost Bruce Brown, who was your 6th man.
I guess.
Now, they didn't do anything because they're sold their plan. They're sold that Christian Brown and this dude Peyton Watson. He was like a draft pick last year.
Mm-hmm.
They say they're going to be ready to play. So, hey, if they are, then great. Yeah, I guess you don't have to.
Well,
By the way, they also lost Jeff Green, who was their backup center. He went to Houston, 1 year, $6 million.
that is
deal.
true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So, and Jeff Green was actually very good for them in that backup center role.
The only reason I wouldn't say they're losers, I do like the way that they draft, and they haven't had like bad draft signings. So I think if they develop their talent, they should be fine. They kind of have a system, so I'm not too worried about them.
Is that your only other loser, or do you want to move
you
over?
had like
Yeah, you said you had a list.
You want me to keep going?
If you want, yeah.
abbreviated.
I think the Kings are losers.
Okay.
They didn't do anything. I think they need to get better. They brought back the same squad. Harrison Barnes paid him a lot of money, which I don't hate necessarily because adults in the room, but they had cap space and they chose to give it to Sabonis in a renegotiation. I don't think they should have. I don't think they needed to. I thought they should have used it to try and get somebody. I know they could be a trade candidate maybe at the deadline. He did leave some money on the table to give them a little bit of flexibility, but I don't think it was the best use of their cap space because it's not anything they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can obviously say Portland is a loser, regardless of what happens.
Save it.
Well, I mean, they're losers regardless of what happens with Dame. Anybody else? Do you have anybody that else comes to mind?
I don't have any.
No,
other
for losers?
Yeah.
No, because I have more winners than losers. Chicago.
There'd be a trade team anyway.
Yeah, but
I think
it's bad. They need to. The Vucevic. You didn't talk about the Vucevic extension, did you?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, that was bad.
That's a bad extension.
That's
I
bad.
didn't like it.
That trade was bad, and now the
They've
double
doubled
up on
down
it.
on
Yeah,
it.
it's just bad.
Not good.
So Khalil, do you want to talk about winners now? No.
The Heat. Whenever we get Damian Lillard.
Okay, great segue over there, Khalil. Rob, do you got a winner?
Yeah, I like the Pacers.
Okay.
They're like a small market team.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do anything that like fuck up their financial future.
Mm-hmm.
And they got like some like when you can go get like a little Obi Toppin who might not have been utilized correctly with the Knicks. You're opening yourself up for a good future. And they don't have who else did it? They got Obi Toppin. They got Brown, and then who else did they? They get somebody else?
No, they drafted Jairus Walker.
Yeah, so I like what they've done so far. I think they're making like nice steady moves. Oh, they gave Halliburton all that money, but that's worth it.
Okay. You?
I agree. Actually, I think the Pacers are going to be a pretty good team next year.
Do you really think so? I think they're going to be a play-in team.
No, I think they'll be a pretty good team. I don't know.
Do you think they'll make the playoff?
I think they'll be a playing team, but
Oh, a play-in team. Okay. I don't count that as
I
pretty
think
good.
they'll be a pretty good team.
Who?
No, I mean I think they could. I think they get a couple of things. Like, look, I'll be. I didn't actually mention them. I think Milwaukee's a loser. But not for. I mean, it's not like they could have really
They're
done
just running
anything.
it back.
They kind of.
they are running
Their
it
only
back, yeah.
moves were to bring back
The two guys.
those
yeah.
guys, really, and then they brought back Jay Crowder as well. But I'm not
Who they
putting
didn't
it.
even use.
Yeah,
last year.
I'm
They
not.
brought him back.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not really like putting it like bad management or anything like that. They're just kind of a victim of circumstance. I think they're an old team. I think Chris Middleton will be better. He should be healthy, but Brook Lopez and all that money. It is only a 2-year deal, but I do think the Brook Lopez cliff is coming. I just don't think they were good enough. They weren't deep enough last year. They could be a team that an injury, a Chris Middleton injury, a Brook Lopez injury, obviously a Giannis injury, and they might be looking rough. Also the Sixers losers as well.
Just about to say the Sixers.
Yeah.
Are we going to be on the winners?
But no, back to winners. We could go back to
Always talk
winners.
about the losers.
Yeah, the losers are fun.
Losers.
They're losers.
Winners of free agency. You think?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna go disagree with you on one of your losers.
Oh, you're going to pick the Rockets.
I think the Rockets are winners.
That's crazy.
I believe the Rockets will be a play-in team. I think Jalen Green will be an all-star candidate. I don't know if he'll make it, but he'll be a candidate. And
Ooh.
Jalen Green. Yo, pay attention, dog. We're live.
I'm watching Barry Bonds. They had a stat up about
You're
Barry
a fucking
Bonds.
dumb. Go,
They had a stat up about Barry Bonds.
Just go.
That's my guy.
Hall
of Famer.
Okay. No, he's actually not.
He should be.
Yeah, he probably should be.
Those are Derrick Rose.
Don't play with me.
I think there'll be I think Ime Udoka. Look, there's some things about I don't like how Dylan Brooks just thinks he's that guy and hijacks the offense, a la Marcus Smart. But Ime Udoka was able to coach a lot of that out of Marcus Smart. I think he can do some of the same things with Dylan Brooks. And honestly, most importantly, if Dylan Brooks wants to be on that bullshit, Ime Udoka will sit his ass on the bench. Like that's just really that. But those young guys, they're a young team. They have a lot of talent in Houston. And I think they really just needed to steal a phrase that I think it's Kendrick Perkins who says it, actually. Adults in the room. They just need some adults in the room. They got Fred VanVleet. He's a very good connector and organizer for their offense, as well as a good player, can score. I think who was the other dude they added? I think Jeff Green, I had just said. He'll be a pretty good addition for them. So I think they'll be able to get some of those guys playing good and proper basketball along with Ime Udoka. They will be a play-in team, I believe. And I think I'll give them a coin flip shot at being the 8th seed come playoff time.
Okay. My winner. Rich Paul.
Oh, yeah. There you
That's
go.
a good winner.
Between Draymond Green.
Is that like co-CEO with LeBron, or is it just him by himself? How'd that work?
Well,
No.
hold on.
LeBron is chairman of the board.
Good setup. No,
Oh, he's
good setup.
chairman.
Chairman of the board.
Good setup. Because in this, I have a tweet from LeBron James.
I saw his tweet.
Between Draymond Green, Fred VanVleet, and Jeremy Grant alone, Rich Paul netted nearly $400 million total for 3 of his clients on the opening day of free agency. LeBron's tweet. And y'all still want to question, is Rich Paul... Wait, what? This is bad grammar. And y'all still want to question,
So
is
we gonna
Rich
go to
Paul...
college.
Is Rich Paul is the him? It says a lot about you if you not feeling us. I told them less is more. It's plenty of us.
I know that verse. That don't
A
do
lot
nothing
of-
for me. That's not even a great whole verse. He has a better verse than that. That don't do nothing for me.
No, in all seriousness,
out to Rich
in
Paul.
terms of team, Brandon may not like it, but I actually like it. The Los Angeles Lakers. I think that they were.
Oh, you're gonna be one of them.
I think they
goofy,
were.
Oh, come on.
I think they were solid.
Y'all do this every year with them. I'm tired of this.
You guys picked everybody else. What else am I? Who else am I supposed to
No, but
pick?
why would
There are
y'all put
plenty
the
of winners. The
Lakers?
Cavs, winners.
For what?
They needed some shoot. Look, I don't like George Niang, old Yeller over there. You know how I feel about him.
Max
But
Bang, bang,
64 million for Max Strus?
Say what did you?
No, I'm not sitting here. I'm not sitting here. If we're talking about winners in terms of just they made the team better, I personally think they made the team slightly better. So I don't understand the concept and how crazy that is. I'm not sitting here winning the finals.
Tell me which moves.
I like Jackson Hayes and Gabe Vincent going over there. I really do.
Is Jackson Hayes going to play in the playoffs?
Huh?
He's going to play in the playoffs?
Is he going to play in the playoffs?
He's in their playoff rotation?
No.
So what are we talking about?
They'll have a better record.
So what are we talking
They'll
about?
have a better record.
They made the Western Conference Finals. If he's not going to play in the playoffs, what does it matter?
You know what? Now
I'll go through all of them. Kendrick Perkins out here trying to tell me, yeah, they brought back Jared Vanderbilt. How many minutes did he play in the Western Conference Finals?
He should have played.
Yeah.
That was more of a coaching error. But here we are.
What do you mean?
When
That
he
man
was
was
on the
getting
court, he was
barbecued.
getting
What are you
cooked. He was
talking
getting
about?
cooked.
Didn't they trade him for his defense?
Yes.
And he got cooked.
And he got cooked.
All right, listen.
D'Angelo Russell, they're paying him $17 million? How many minutes did he play?
No, they've been
He's still getting shots up preparing for Game 8.
Damn, you took my joke. I said word is that he's still putting up shots. Listen, I'm not saying that they're going to go to the finals. I'm just saying
Torian Prince, mid.
I think they made the team better.
He played for who? Like the Timberwolves last year?
Why
Get
was
outta here.
it?
He
When
had that
I
good
said the
playing
Houston
game, though.
Rockets, I did not get slandered, but I said Lakers, and it's a whole goddamn travesty.
I'm just annoyed. Everybody does this every offseason. Even the year they fucking signed like Rondo and Lance Stevenson, it was like, hey, that's a good move. You know, put playmakers next to LeBron. They didn't
get
win.
out my face.
Isn't that when they won the championship?
No, that's
that's
the
not
year.
the
That's the
year.
year before they traded for Davis.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm over it, dog. Like they'll be fine. But you know
got
what's gonna
better.
happen? No, because then when the playoffs come and they're not winning, everyone going, yeah, you know, they just didn't have enough. Need some more talent.
What happened to
Their biggest problem
what
was
happened to
shooting.
Chinese
Where's
Jordan?
the shooting?
What happened to Chinese Jordan?
Japanese, not Chinese. No,
Oh, they're paying him $17 million too.
He's playing worth the contract though. I think he's playing all right for his worth.
If that nigga fall off the cliff,
I saw
If.
I
But he
saw
played
4
well.
years. I saw 4 years of that man play in Washington. You want to
Washington.
give him $17 million
I didn't
based
say I
on
would.
what?
I'm
2
just
months?
I'm just saying he played all right. Oh, but it's okay to give Dylan Brooks that money. Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I mean, but he actually was like a part of a
He
winning
ain't
team.
shit.
He wasn't just
He
sitting there
ain't
open.
shit.
He's a
Dylan
good
Brooks
defender.
ain't
Stop it.
shit. He let 40-year-old
see.
LeBron
We
fucking
gon'
wash
see.
his ass
We
with
gon'
1
see.
foot.
We gon'
1
see.
foot.
Y'all are nuts.
40-year-old LeBron on 1 foot. He didn't have the oomph. I heard for weeks. He didn't have the oomph. And Dylan Brooks got fucking washed and out.
By the way-
Shanghai Sharks called him.
Sometimes you got to get humbled. Ain't
By
nothing
the
wrong with
way,
that. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Kendrick Perkins' case for why the Lakers won was because Anthony Davis, they put all the pieces around you.
He's going to play 25 games this season.
Thank you.
Street clothes.
Losers.
I don't know. The switch up.
That's crazy.
The switch up on Anthony Davis for you is crazy.
What do you mean?
You used to ride or
were-
die
you
for
were
him.
his number one
Yeah,
fan.
you were his number one fan.
Yeah,
But
and then
now-
Anthony Davis hit him in the back with a chair. Stabbed him in the back.
Why? By getting injured? And then Anthony Davis got hurt. That's crazy.
He just look, man. I loved Anthony Davis, but come on, man.
Let's talk
You
about-
gotta- what's the best ability?
Availability.
Thank you very much.
Let's talk about the biggest news coming out of free agency. It took a while.
Keita Bates Diop.
Yes. It took a while, but Damian Lillard has finally requested a trade to get out of fucking Portland. Finally. This has been a long time coming now, it seems like, from what we've been hearing. There's a lot of rumors coming around. First off, I do want to say that he said it was Miami Heat or bust. He did say that. I've heard that the Utah Jazz, the 76ers, the Los Angeles Clippers. Am I missing a team?
Did you say the Nets?
No, the Brooklyn Nets. All of those teams.
Spurs.
That's right.
Spurs.
Yes. The Spurs. All of those teams were interested. But like I said, Damian Lillard said Miami Heat or bust. Now, I do want to remind you guys that he does not have a no trade clause in his contract. So I I personally don't think that it's going to be an issue, but I will say that Portland, as of recently, is acting like a little bitch and trying to get rid of their superstar. So I could see this going in multiple directions. But again, with a superstar saying that he wants to get traded, but he does not have a no trade clause, so it's not really up to him. And Portland could truly stab him in the back if they wanted to,
which they won't. But
the way they've been talking,
I think that's posturing.
Talking through Woj, posturing.
I guess.
And everybody know how we feel about Woj.
And I will say,
is it true? You would know this. Is it true Rose doesn't have Miami sources? Is that why he always so angry? Yeah.
No, Miami doesn't talk to him.
Okay.
Miami doesn't really do like the. No, Shams is a player's guy. Woj is like ESPN literally calls him front office executive because he gets it from the front office.
Yeah.
Shams is more of a player's guy. Those are like his sources. I would say that, like for as far as the Heat, yes, the Heat do not really. One, they don't play the media game. And if they're going to do it, they do it through
they're always
local reporters.
They're always just interested in guys, talking to guys.
The story about Woj goes that I've heard multiple times is, I believe it was during the Big Three era. He got
when he was working for Yahoo, still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, would have been working for Yahoo.
Yeah.
He got pissed at the Heat because I think it was during maybe been a finals game or a playoff game. They put him up on the top press row. That's up. I think it's in like the 300 level or something. So
Yeah.
They put him up there, and he got really pissed and cursed out one of the Heat's.
There's no way that's real.
No, it's actually
That's so sad.
it's real because that story that didn't come from the Heat. That came from another reporter who watched it happen.
Okay.
He thought he was a big time guy.
Yeah.
Closer.
The Heat just don't, and it's not anything my understanding. It's not anything personal against him. It's just he's not there.
Okay.
They give it to the local dudes. So.
Now let's continue on with the Damian Lillard saga. I don't know where you guys want to go with this. I guess I'll ask the first question. Who are we willing to give up?
Well, we know who you're willing to give up, so.
Hope she has fun over there.
It's a 3-team trade probably. So
Her and the baby.
Babies.
Babies.
I have 2 children.
No, but who are we willing to give up? Is everyone on the table except Jimmy and Bam?
Yes, but I don't want to trade Caleb Martin.
I don't want to trade Caleb, but
that's
the Karan Butler
that's
thing.
what I'm asking.
No.
Okay.
Just like Karan Butler.
Mhm.
It's what it has to be.
They
It's what it
shouldn't
has
have
to
traded
be.
Karan Butler.
They shouldn't have either. But
2 titles, baby.
I will say
That was the Shaq deal, right?
the Shaq
yeah.
deal.
Then you're stuck with
I
Eddie
will
Jones.
say
Brian Grant, Lamar
We couldn't
Odom,
trade it. Oh no, he signed.
Karan.
No, we could have traded Eddie
And
Jones.
multiple
that year. Why
first
would we
round.
trade Eddie Jones?
I will say that
What happened?
the Lakers already had him. They know what that's about.
You're right. Kobe was like,
Fucking
nah.
back of the
I'm not doing that again.
fucking back of the backboard.
I will say
That makes sense. Sorry. Go.
I will say that it has been reported that Damian Lillard does want Caleb Martin to stay.
Mhm.
I don't know if they have a friendship or something. Maybe they do because
J. Cole.
they
J.
played
Cole,
they
yeah.
played in it could be J. Cole, but they played their college in Nevada.
Mhm.
It's pretty close to Portland. Maybe he watched some games. I don't know. But Damian Lillard has been a big supporter of Caleb Martin
You need that J. Cole
publicly
feature.
in the media. So
That's the way you gonna get it.
that's I guess I don't know if they're friends, whatever. But he
Okay.
likes him. So yeah. But anybody but Jimmy and Bam on the table.
You?
Same thing about Jimmy Bam and
Right,
Caleb. So.
yeah. Okay. Next question. Because I don't really do you have any questions that you want to throw out there? Because I can't really think of anything unless it fucking happens. Unless we actually talk about the trade.
Okay.
But
do you
I
want to
had
talk about the saga? Go
I
ahead.
had one question though.
Go ahead.
Are we interested in Nurkic?
Yes, 100%.
Okay,
I'm not.
because so was I.
Oh,
You?
I'm not.
I need a big.
Okay.
I'm not.
Well, you don't need him anymore.
But you have
Well,
Thomas
I
Bryant.
mean, but I'd rather have Nurkic be my back.
But he started on
He
your.
would start.
He just signed.
He would
He
start.
would start next to Bam.
No, he
he
wouldn't.
come off the bench.
He'd come off the bench.
He can't shoot that
Well,
well.
no, yeah, it's fine with him coming off the bench. I just need another big.
That's
I'd
too
rather
much.
have
That's like
Nurkic
3 years.
out there than Thomas Bryant.
Well, because I heard that Nurkic's contract wasn't the best of all things. And
It's not a
16.
terrible contract. It's $16 million for 3 more. It's total of 50 million.
Okay.
But it's like it's 16 this year, 17
I
next
know
year.
that
18
Portland
year.
also wants to go super fucking young now, and I know Nurkic isn't like up there.
Not a spring chicken.
Yeah, he's not a spring chicken.
He's only 28.
That's not a spring chicken.
He don't move like 28. I could tell you
Because
that
he's like
right.
7 feet tall,
He
like
don't-
300 pounds.
I don't care. But do you think that there's any possible way that we can get both?
No,
Yeah, I
it's
think.
easy. But
No,
then we'd have to
honestly, I
But
think.
that would be giving up a lot of
you'd have
pieces.
to trade Kyle.
No. Well, I think Kyle might be in the deal anyway. But Kyle,
Yo, that's crazy. I just saw that. I saw that.
Kyle-
That's hate
Oh,
from both of y'all.
fuck.
Synchronization.
Look,
I don't like that.
that's going to be
riddance.
Duncan Robinson will most likely have to be in that. And, no, actually, it could just be
no,
Jovic.
not Duncan.
Yo,
Damn, man,
this kid
that's
is the
my
biggest
guy.
hater ever.
Yeah,
And you talk about me turning
I
on
think
Anthony
it's-
Davis.
I
Look how
think-
quick he turned on Max Strus.
honestly, I think.
It was a terrible. Get
Oh,
him
come
out.
on.
No,
Oh, he
no,
gonna
get
fuck
out
with
of here.
You want to play
For the
Max
type of-
Strus like
for the type of money that he
that? What
wants.
Max Strus
For the
did to
type of money that
me,
he wants. Are you crazy?
did to me, cost me a championship. Get out of here. I ain't do nothing to him. Anyway, for Nurkic, Nurkic, damn boy can't stay in bounds. Foot on line.
Unlike Caleb Martin,
By the way,
which are 2-pointers.
I just want to prepare y'all. You remember Josh Richardson and
I
him
was gonna
staying
say
in bounds.
no. Well, that and fouling 3-point shooters. It's gonna be a beautiful thing when he comes back.
I can't wait for Josh. I'm very excited.
But anyway, I look, honestly, I think, well, from the latest I've heard is that Nurkic may not become, at least coming to Miami in the deal.
you can go to Denver.
But
Well, fuck, where'd he go?
if they do get him and he is in the deal and he comes to Miami, I would do that because most likely that's probably the concession the Heat make to keep Caleb Martin.
Okay. But in that trade, you would have to give up Kyle, Tyler,
I don't
Duncan.
care. Kyle can go.
No.
He's probably going to be in the trade anyway.
Kyle, Duncan, Tyler, couple first rounders.
You don't have to give up Duncan. The money works. If the Heat just take back Lillard and
A little sweetener. Just throw him the sweetener in the deal.
What sweetener? We
the
don't have no
the problem with that is he has 3 years on his
Sweet look.
contract and somebody has to take him. Portland's probably not going to. The
well,
Nets may not want to either.
Is it true that
So-
they don't see Tyler as like anything worth a shit?
Ooh,
They
the
don't.
Trailblazers?
There's no
They
need
don't
for
need
them to
him.
have him. They have
like
Scoot
Scoot
Henderson
Henderson.
and Shaden Sharp
I'm not
And
even gonna lie.
Simmons,
I
and
totally,
and
I
Anthony Simons.
totally forgot about them.
There's
Not
no
gonna
there's
lie.
no reason for them to want him. I don't even think it's necessarily anything personal against Tyler. It's they have
Can't wait
Shaden
till
Sharp.
he's in Utah. Ooh. I hope-
I'm hearing Brooklyn.
Yeah,
If
Brooklyn.
it's a three-team
It's
trade.
Brooklyn or San Antonio.
She gonna love Brooklyn.
Whatever.
Did he name his son? Is it
It's
Bronx?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Oh,
She
well,
gonna be-
it fits.
They gonna be up in Starlets.
Honestly, I really think
gonna be up
I
in-
think that's a good fit for them.
She
I
might
think
be
that's a
working.
great fit for him. And then
Working
I
at
would
the Pyramid
watch.
tonight.
I would watch Brooklyn if they can pull that off in a couple years. Maybe it's Trae Young, maybe it's Joel Embiid, but they might move and they'll be a team.
Okay. You?
I just want to say, most of the time when a player requests a trade to get traded somewhere, he usually goes where he wants to go. We saw it with Durant last year. Like the Nets kind of were like trying to play hardball for a little bit, and then when he came back in, and was like, yeah, no, I actually want up out of here for sure. They just trade him where he wanted to go. So I think the trade will eventually happen. They might have to give up more. Maybe the Heat probably tried to lowball him because Pat Riley.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think the trade will happen. Like, it's going to happen. If the guy says he wants to, because let's be honest, does Portland really want that to happen? Do they really want to trade him somewhere he doesn't want to go to? It's a really bad PR hit, especially if he looks like the most loyalist guy and then he was finally like, all right, which they both probably agreed that he needed to move. It's just a bad look.
Also, teams aren't going to be inclined to take that trade if they know damn well that.
Well,
they
he has like 4 years, so it doesn't really matter.
I literally
Well,
just
no.
got a
Doesn't mean
notification. Hold
anything.
on. I literally just got a notification from the Miami Herald. It's not. I don't have the Miami Herald. You get what I'm saying. Lillard's desire to be in Miami may cause teams to avoid entering a bidding war for an unhappy superstar.
Well, you have to remember that
So there you go.
this whole thing started, at least this time around, because Damian Lillard sat up in a press conference and said that he does not want. He was asked about the third pick in the draft, and he said he does not want to be a part of a rebuild. He came out and basically put the organization in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and even at that moment, he's basically saying, make the pick, or use or trade it and keep me.
Mm-hmm.
So he is not he's not a star that is unwilling to speak his mind. Let's say. And just in general, 4 years, all that money on the deal. Yes, he doesn't have a no trade clause, but he does have, the PR that'll come from it. They have Scoot Henderson there. Scoot Henderson is watching this. He's watching this morning on SportsCenter Woj saying that the Blazers sources are telling him that they will not acquiesce to Damian Lillard's request to go to the Heat, and they're open for business across the league. Now, even if they ultimately do trade him to the Heat, that's still out there.
Okay.
And I don't think that's not a great look for them. You don't want to be that organization. And Damian Lillard does still have a little bit of pull, if you will. He can always threaten to not go. Like, I'm just not going to go. Or I'm not going to, I'll hold out. I'll retire. He's not going to retire, but like you could, I believe, didn't Chauncey Billups do that?
What?
Retire.
He threatened to retire when they traded him to
Denver.
I wanted.
Was it Denver?
Was it? No, I don't think it was. It Denver?
It might have been, but it was crazy because he played high school ball. No, it couldn't have been Denver.
I don't think it could be Denver.
In Colorado. So.
He played his college,
but I do remember there was like a time.
Was it? No, I don't think it actually happened.
It was the Knicks.
He threatened he was going to do it, and I think they ended up amnestying him.
It was the Knicks.
It was the Knicks.
He played for them. They ended up emceeing him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did threaten to retire because he didn't want to leave Denver.
Yeah,
which would make sense.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Fan favorite.
So he could. He can always do something like that. And when you have these kinds of deals, they're going to talk to they're going to talk to the agent. And hey, it'll look like this, whatever, yada yada yada. And look, if his position is as he said publicly, I want the Heat. The word from Sam Amick was he said it's Heat or bust, as you said at the top of the segment. So, teams will be hesitant to do that.
So you're getting a Dame Lillard jersey? Are you going with us opening night? No, you're not coming this year? Oh, okay.
I'm broke.
Everybody say
what are you talking about? That's in October.
We're still doing a podcast.
I got a Bam Adebayo jersey.
Okay.
I'm good.
So you sure for yourself?
I ride. Pause. Speaking of pause, did you see Mace and Cameron and their pause?
Their podcast is hilarious. That shit is funny.
Because Cameron is literally up there. It's like Brandon and I don't know, me. I guess it's like Cameron's literally up there trying to talk about sports, and Cameron said something about saggy balls or something like that, and Mace had the gavel and he went.
I gotta watch your show.
That shit's funny.
Okay. I saw him go after Jordan Poole.
Yeah, I did see
and
that.
Give his inside take.
That shit was funny.
I don't know what Jordan Poole did to him. We need to find out. He's been going after Jordan Poole for a while now.
Any final takes on Damian Lillard and his situation? Here, let me do this. When is he getting traded? Is he getting traded before our next podcast?
For the next podcast? Yeah.
Which is Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
The 4th of July special.
Ooh,
it does happen. It usually does happen on the 4th.
All
a lot
right.
of big. Yeah.
So, any final takes on that? Everyone good?
Can't wait to see you in Miami, Dame. Dame time.
You saw my video. Hey. So, what do you want to talk about now? Do you want to talk about F1? Or hockey?
We can do the hockey if you want.
Whatever you want, dude. I don't give a shit. We can talk about baseball, too.
Let's talk about baseball then.
I don't have anything for baseball.
And that was Clayton's MLB report.
Go talk whatever you want to do, bro. I will say we're an hour in.
Okay. Well, Khalil, you heard. I don't know if it was this week. It might have been last week, but Lewis Hamilton, little complaints about Red Bull there. Max Verstappen. You didn't hear this?
No.
I believe it was Lewis Hamilton said that essentially was saying Red Bull should be reined in. With their, I don't know what the hell they're doing to their car, but whatever it is they're doing, it needs to stop. And Max Verstappen's response was, "Well, nobody said anything to him when he was
running the sport for a decade."
Yeah. Okay. So my question to you is, do you believe Red Bull should be reined in?
No. how about everybody else just get better and find how to? I mean, the thing is, there's so much politics behind this Formula One stuff. It's hard to tell if people are being honest or whether people are cheating. We had the whole going over budget scandal.
I'm gonna say it's probably not honest because I didn't know this, but I just found out that Red Bull owns AlphaTauri.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And they're gonna work with AlphaTauri starting next year.
Well, yeah, but they're
That's not right.
Their name too.
Yeah, they're changing their name. No.
But it's not like they're
you can't have two teams on the.
It's not like they're in the same pit crew and stuff like that.
Bro, that is literally like that's like Mickey Arison owning the Heat and the Lakers. Like what?
When he would never do that because that's too much.
Too much money. Yeah.
Asshole. Now, when Max Verstappen is in like P3 and he needs a safety car to catch up, and Yuki Tsunoda just magically has engine trouble, because that happened last year. I was like, oh, hey, things just happen that way. But
actually,
oh
fuck, maybe.
Did you hear the breaking news?
Fuck. What?
Corey Joseph to the Warriors.
Fuck
I
you.
know, I got him.
You're an asshole.
That's it? That was the breaking news?
Yeah. What do you mean?
That's it.
Who cares about Corey Joseph?
The Warriors do.
Care more about his girlfriend.
Whoa. This is his girlfriend.
To the mic, please. To the mic, please.
Damaris is his girlfriend.
Really?
Flanagan legend. Yeah.
No shot.
For real?
Upgrade?
Wow. She upgraded from Pargo?
That's what I'm saying.
That's hate. Yeah, legend. That's what.
Hey, Pargo couldn't make the league, dog. Couldn't pay those bills.
Corey just can't fight, right? I think I'll be good.
Yo.
How tall is he? What, like 6'1"?
No, he's like 6. How tall? He's like 6'2".
Pargo?
No, we're not talking about Corey Joseph.
Oh, I don't know. 6
Well,
foot,
my
maybe.
dog, what my dog said though, he still got that forehead. So.
Yeah, all right.
Hey,
I ain't complaining.
you.
Wait, how's that? Hey, yo.
Her forehead? That's crazy. I do want to. I couldn't find it. I was gonna have video or audio at least. But I saw over the weekend. I don't know if this happened today or whatever. I don't know if this happened today or if this happened like many moons ago. But Max Verstappen was fucking looking at whatever last place was because he was so far in front.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that could have been any week.
Oh, that could have been actually. That could have been
today.
this week.
Yeah, so maybe it was because he was so far in front, and his crew chief, whatever, his crew chief was like, "The cars around you, they're just racing. You're ahead by 18 seconds. So by all means, go play normal." Max Verstappen was like, "It's actually kind of fun to watch." just looking at your losers behind them, and then on top of that. That's when you guys were actually talking. Maybe it was this week. Everyone was talking about penalties. He found out he was fucking 15 seconds ahead, and he asked, "What's the fastest lap?"
Yo, he's sick. I was gonna talk to you about that. Yo, he was 26 seconds. It was 26.
Something like that.
It was like 23. He was 23 seconds ahead of Charles Leclerc, and he's like, "Yo, so what's the fastest lap?" They're like, No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's literally saying the line. Don't even.
He's like, nah.
Yeah, and then literally the next lap.
He pitted, picked up some softs,
and with two laps left, two laps left in the race, and he's like, yeah, no, fuck, I'll just
came out the pits 3 seconds ahead of Leclerc, and I think he finished.
And then the crew chief,
like 6 seconds ahead.
And then the crew chief literally said, "All right, you got what you want. Finish the race." Literally just like that.
Okay, my thing is this. I think more than half of the teams in Formula One are cheating to some extent, whether it's either going over budget or just not following certain regulations. I just think Red Bull's just doing it better. That's my personal opinion.
It's in the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, apparently. So I don't think they should be reined in. I just think that they're cheating the system a little bit better than everybody else is. Because when the Red Bull budget thing came out, and it was like, oh yeah, they spent the most over budget, but there was like 4 other teams that went over budget. Mm-hmm. Like other teams are doing it, they're just not doing it as good as Red Bull is.
My thing, and I don't really, I'm not like a car guy, so I have no idea. And maybe these are different cars, so it might not matter anyway.
They all are different, no?
No, like I like a Formula One car is not like your car.
Oh no,
it's not even like a NASCAR to my knowledge.
No, obviously.
But I don't know what it is they're doing, and how they're doing it better than everybody else. But honestly, it's a joke. Like it's ridiculous.
I will say this.
Because I don't know. Again, I was telling Khalil this. I think I put it in the chat. I don't know. But he literally, first things first, he led for like 250 consecutive laps. Mm-hmm. That's like 4 races. He lost that streak in this race. He had to pit. Came out of the pit 6 seconds behind Charles Leclerc. He caught him in like 5 laps. That means he's lapping him by like a second a lap, more than a second. That's ridiculous. And then like 10 laps later, he was over 10 seconds ahead. He was at 10 seconds past him. That's ridiculous.
I do want to ask you guys. I mean,
and Ferrari is not a crap car.
Oh, but
no, their people are crap.
well, yeah,
their car is not.
Their pit crew's absolutely.
I don't know
their
if
pit crew sucks.
They're. You saw they tried to pull the 2 pits. During safety and had Sainz out there looking crazy.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Jimmy Johnson, NASCAR racer, won 5.
Oh, you're not talking about that?
What happened with him?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Oh, apparently his in-law, like his mother-in-law, killed his father-in-law.
Excuse me?
And killed his, I think it would be his nephew on his wife's side. Obviously, in-law. And then shot herself.
When the fuck was this?
When did that happen?
that happen?
They happened like this week, I think.
Jesus.
You didn't?
I never heard that story.
You didn't hear that for real?
All right, well.
Oh, I'm triggered. I'm triggered.
R.I.P.
I'm triggered.
R.I.P.
Oh, my bad. I thought you knew.
Jesus Christ, no, that's
Thoughts
not
and
what.
prayers.
We were going racing.
No, it was pretty nuts actually, because she apparently called the cops.
That's enough.
What do you mean? She called the cops. She had said that there was a gunman in the house. And then they showed. Yeah, she was the gunman.
Oh, she's cuckoo. All right. R.I.P. Thoughts and prayers. Sorry, Jimmy Johnson. You want to know something crazy? I actually know the person that flies private, like for Hendrick Motors, flies the plane for Hendrick Motorsports. But anyways, regardless of the point, Jimmy Johnson, fantastic driver, Hall of Fame driver for NASCAR, won 5 consecutive Sprint Cups when it was called Sprint Cups at that time. I don't necessarily know if it was changed because of him. Mm-hmm. Or they just wanted to change it in general. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if you know this. NASCAR, they're all the same car, all the same engine, all the same tires, all the same body. Everything on the car is completely the same except the tags on the car, the stickers. Whether it's Chevy, Ford, Nissan, whatever the fuck, all of it's the same. So that way it's the driver rather than everyone being first, because Hendrick Motorsports was running away with the competition year in and year out. I'm asking you, as you said today, you actually said that, yeah, bro, it's actually kind of fucking boring. As a Red Bull fan who loves Max Verstappen, would that Red Bull first. You're absolutely right. As a Formula One fan, would you be interested in seeing that happen, or it's just get better?
To my
because
knowledge,
it would be interesting to see Max Verstappen on a regular level.
To my knowledge, it is kind of that way already in terms of the way the engines are built. Like, it is relatively the same. What it just comes down to is just the way that they're tuned.
Okay.
And how their power units work. But it's not necessarily like, they have just a legitimately better engine than the next guy. It's just, they just have better tuning. I mean, they have Honda. Honda makes good motors. I don't know what to tell you, really. But
when he took the lead from Leclerc, the way DRS works is you have an activation zone, like point, that DRS is determined. If you are ahead at that point, you will not get DRS, assuming you're first place. You won't get DRS. If you are behind at that point, you will. So Max waited. He could have passed him, but he did not. He waited. He knew where the activation point was, waited, let Leclerc be ahead of him at the activation point, then passed him on the corner. So coming out of the corner, he had DRS. Leclerc did not.
Flew past him like he
flew past him.
Damn.
And it literally took Checo like 3 laps to figure that out.
But see, that's the thing. Like I said, Ferrari had a good day today, relatively speaking. But the past 5 races, they haven't been that well. It's all about just how they tune their cars and the adjustments that they make throughout the season.
Has Red Bull always been this good?
in spurts. So when
Because I know Lewis
first
Hamilton isn't he second or first for like all-time leading?
He's
tied
for the most championships.
Yeah, he's tied for
There
the
you
most.
I think he's won the most races.
He should be first because that controversial.
Yeah.
But you know, but yeah, I mean, it really just comes down to how the cards are tuned and put together.
Okay.
That really is what it comes down to. I do think they should try to find a way to make it more competitive, but by complaining that somebody's so much better than you, and like, come on.
Well, I mean, we've seen that with sports across all levels and years, and they have to stop this because this works too much, or so on and so forth. I mean, not to get technical, but like they're talking about the Eagles and stopping all of that because it always worked. You get what I'm saying? The QB sneak.
Oh, they're trying to stop that.
They're trying to stop it.
Oh, they've done it, I think, didn't they?
They
haven't voted on it yet?
I don't think so. I don't think so yet.
They
But
probably
I was just
will.
giving an example that I knew off the top of my head. That's all I'm saying. All right. Yeah, you want to talk about hockey? In your sources?
My sources?
Yeah, ours.
I can read what they say.
Read it. He would love to be on the podcast.
He who? Who told you my source is a he?
Oh,
Get
come
on the
on,
guy.
get on with it, man. Come on.
I would talk about the All-Star game, but nothing really crazy.
I asked my sources,
Mm-hmm.
do I like what the Panthers have done this
Mm-hmm.
offseason? Their response: losing Gudis and Declare was tough. Both were cap-driven decisions. I like who we signed on defense, but we have more cap space to make one more semi-big move.
Okay.
I feel good.
I like Gudis.
Yeah, he was pretty good. He got a lot of money, though. He got
Yeah,
like
he did.
$12 million.
He did. All right. I guess that's the end of the show. Khalil.
The hell was that?
Oh, I get what you're trying to do. Khalil, final thoughts.
Who the hell is this guy?
Who the fuck is
Who the
that guy?
fuck is
Pitch
that?
invader.
Wait, who's that?
Who the fuck? Yo, they're out there, dog. Yo,
He got
they.
a nosebleed or something. Though. What
Yo,
happened?
what the fuck happened to him? Can I get a
Did
replay?
he fall?
He might have got punched in the face and fell over.
What happened?
Yo, he like gave it up. He was like,
What happened?
He
Something
dropped his beer. Like, yo, what?
He had too much to drink.
What the fuck actually happened?
Did he
All
get hit with a home run ball?
So what happened we're watching the Mets game in the background, Mets versus the San Francisco Giants. Usually when there's a a person running on the floor or on the fucking field, they don't show him. They're clearly showing this guy getting escorted
He's like
to, it looks like the Mets back part of the stadium. He has his hands up and his hands over his
Nasty
nose.
fedora on his head.
As if he had a
He kept
nosebleed.
the hat on as he was falling.
But there was napkins in the outfield. Okay. That was weird.
I couldn't get a replay of that.
For real.
You know, they're
They're stopping the game again. They're pointing out there to the outfield.
Well, I think the napkins are like a problem or something like that.
Yeah, somebody might roll a nickel.
That's so random.
On a napkin.
Khalil, final thoughts.
Shout out to Max Verstappen for Woo! Shout out to Max Verstappen for winning the Austrian Grand Prix.
What's that, like 6 in a row? 7, 5,
I think it's 6.
6?
I think it's 6. Like I said, I'll admit it, dude. It's a boring season.
They're not. Look, I don't mind him winning 6, but like, has he won any of them by like less than 5 seconds?
That's what I'm saying. Like, actually had to fight for it. No, not really. I don't think I have anything else.
I see why he was thinking about retiring, because.
Hot take. Not that I hope he does, but I wouldn't be mad at it.
I wouldn't either.
I need a regular driver in that seat. I can't do this right now. It's just too much. It's like watching Wayne Gretzky out there. I ain't got time for this. It's too much.
Oh.
It's too, what happened?
No.
I just see something that need to. It's off. We gotta talk about it off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Fight the power as always. I don't have anything else.
Brandon? No Dame time?
It'll happen when it happens.
Okay.
I don't know if I have anything.
There's no shot.
I mean, if anything, I had to say he would have to talk first. So.
Okay.
But, I don't know. I guess Manchester United signed Mason Mount. Like, that's kind of cool.
Oh, are you gonna be an AC Milan fan now?
Pulisic. Oh, the U.S. are playing right now. They're playing Trinidad, the Soca Warriors.
Soca. Shout out to the Soca Warriors.
They beat the crap out of the Reggae Boys.
Let's not talk about that. Don't talk about people.
When is the
They're-
Women's World Cup coming?
July 20th.
All right, I'm excited for that.
Bro, you sent that video. You posted that thing on your story.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I couldn't tell what the hell I was watching.
I mean, it's not my fault.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead, Robert.
Wait, no, you gotta go. He goes next. That's
I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah. It will be Monday, July 3rd, and your
Oh, we're
Georgia
still
Bulldogs
doing
are
that?
still national champions, back to back.
3 times.
I don't know. Are you sure? They're trying to take your mans down.
Yeah, fuck that Atlanta Journal. Fuck them, dude. They're so fucking wild for no. You know why? You know why, right? Atlanta is Georgia Tech school.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that's what it is.
Georgia Tech, you got to let them win next year or something. Let them score a touchdown.
You were asking
Get off your back.
if I was going to go to a game. I'm going to a game. This Friday, actually. I'm going to the Phillies-Marlins game. Shout out to Kim and Eddie for grabbing the seats. But you know who I'm watching pitch?
Who are those people?
My friends.
I don't know.
You know who I'm watching pitch?
Oh.
Sandy Alcantara.
3-7 on the season.
Yeah, he's
has
nasty.
a 4.98 ERA.
Hey, that's better than it was.
No, watch.
It was like
I'm
6.
going to go. He's going to throw a complete game shutout.
Yo.
I'm telling you right now.
Perfect game? Perfect game?
Probably. Oh!
Perfect game, Domingo Herman.
No.
That guy?
No.
What?
Yes, but no.
No, why?
We
What
need to
happened?
say fuck that guy.
Why?
Homeboy pulled the fucking Randy Gregory. Greg
Oh,
Hardy.
that's what I'm talking about.
He was a former Marlin, by the way.
Greg Hardy situation. Worse. So Domingo Herman threw a perfect game against the Oakland Athletics.
Broke the streak.
That's why I fucking said fuck it. Threw a perfect game. Was suspended for the most of the first half of the season because he abused his wife, girlfriend, baby mama, one of the two, at a party where everyone saw it. It transferred to the house, and then the woman had to lock the door, and he broke the door down. And then on top of that, he got suspended for sticky stuff. He got blown up for 10 earned runs the game before he threw that perfect game against the Oakland Athletics. So there you go.
Makes you wonder.
There's that, and also haven't gambled in a while.
Oh, you back?
I actually I've taken a big hiatus off of gambling since I'm trying to save some money. I had a free entry today. Got blessed. Had a free entry. 3 picks. So that motherfucker hit. And it even hit better because I was only supposed to get $25. But I got a push. So when a push happens, you get like double the money or something like that.
What you got?
I got more money than what I was supposed to, baby.
Oh, there you go.
It's store credit, but I'll take it.
No, it is. No, that's how they give it to you.
Yeah. But
The
if I
first
hit one more, I'm going all in tomorrow.
All in?
All in tomorrow. If I hit one more,
Yeah, I've been
we
off the
up
prize.
$100.
I've
We
been
up
off the
100
prize picks. I've been doing.
I wasn't trying to say it because they don't sponsor us.
Who cares?
Yo, speaking of Shams and FanDuel,
That was nasty. Oh my God.
That was wild. We talked about that though.
we did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
That was
okay.
nasty.
That was gross.
You be talking about your boy Pat. He's
Pat
the one
who?
that put people out of business.
Pat who?
Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee. His contract's the reason why niggas. You know what I mean?
had to go.
And look, Pat McAfee entertained.
Oh, you didn't hear who they're trying to get? They're trying to get Shannon.
Sharp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I don't watch.
But Shannon Sharp might take I also heard Shannon Sharp might take Pat McAfee's spot
At FanDuel. Oh, that'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
When he
actually.
got to go around, man. All right.
I'm just mad. I still
done.
have to
I'm sorry,
listen
you're
to
done?
Doris Burke.
I'm sorry.
She sucks.
I'm still stuck with Mark Jackson. So.
Yeah, he sucks too.
Turn down, man down. With all due respect.
Hey, at least they didn't make it, color oriented. They got a little
Excuse
piece.
me?
Like, they didn't fire only black people. They fired a bunch of other people
I got scared. I don't
Affirmative
know.
action still working the opposite way now, huh?
too.
They fired Max finally.
They fired Max. They fired Jeff.
Keyshawn,
they
he was
fired
awful. Oh my
Keyshawn.
gosh.
They fired who else? Who else? Susie Colbert fired her.
Why is
Oh yeah, that
She
was.
ain't do nothing to
She
nobody.
been there for like 30 years, bro. Get out of here.
Because Mina Kimes.
Mina Kimes is better than her.
Mina Kimes taking her job and running away with that bitch. I love Mina Kimes.
Well, speaking of affirmative action, that's part of my final.
Oh,
thought.
was that in your? Oh, that's in your
Yeah,
final
that's
thoughts.
one-
You're gonna
yeah.
talk about Homeboy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go
Can I
ahead.
say it?
Go ahead.
Okay, do you know what I'm gonna say?
No, this is
Okay. Just want a PSA announcement. Found this out today. Maybe I don't know if you guys know, but next
The
week.
A in PSA is announcements. You didn't have to say announcements.
Next week is apparently going to be our last episode before we go on break. Next week is going to be our last episode before we go on break. I will say this. If Damian Lillard does not get traded before then, there will be an emergency pod. I don't know if Khalil's going to be a part, but because he works late sometimes. But there will be a call-in episode if Damian Lillard gets traded. But next week will be the last time we record for the summer until football season starts. Maybe like a week or two before the football season starts.
Don't worry, Rob
So-
and I got y'all.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Rob and Brandon will have 77 episodes between now
That's right.
and then they're going to drop Tech 9 albums out here. So
That's right.
By all
Don't
means,
you forget it. One on every single team, on every single sport. Deep dive.
Go ahead, Rob. Finish up.
All right, yeah,
They'll all be 2 hours.
quick PSA. Yeah, I don't really. If some of y'all seen what's going on with the Supreme Court, it's looking shaky out here. They didn't give me my money on my student loan debt. I'm on your ass, Biden. And then on top of that, Clarence Thomas, I'm really on
Man, I
you.
told you, boy.
I see what you're trying to do with affirmative action. Don't play with me. Especially because affirmative action got you where you were. So that's crazy how you're gonna get rid of it.
He
but
already got there. It don't matter for him.
They're calling him an Oreo now. I mean, they were already calling him that before, but like it's pretty obvious now. It's disgusting.
What's his last name again?
Clarence Thomas. You know.
Thomas.
Mhm.
I believe an
not
abbreviation.
leaving that out,
I
so-
believe an abbreviation for that would be Tom, correct?
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Oh, here we go with the UT again. Let him make one move in free agency, and then all of a sudden it's all gone.
How many lashes do you think Doug Umar would give Clarence
Clarence
Thomas?
Hunt? I don't know about lashes. He might be past that. The cross.
Oh, never mind.
All right. And last but not least, all right, I just want to say this is a PSA. The next time when y'all ever try to cock block me, it's up, okay? You know what you did. Y'all know who y'all are.
wasn't there, so
You wasn't there, but Brandon knows it's up. I'm on your ass. Pause. All
Oh
right.
wait, is Mrs. Matt still getting it popping?
What?
Mrs. Matt.
Mrs. Matt giving it up.
Jams. You ever seen Mrs. Matt before? I'll show you.
Oh, by the way,
I haven't seen Mrs. Matt.
I haven't seen Ms. Matt. I don't know who he's talking about. Is it teacher? I'm not really sure.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Oh, by the way, just update for you. Unless you're ready to be a stepdaddy, Damaris is with child. So good luck with that.
Nigga, I'm talking about Mrs. Matt. I don't care about the marriage anymore.
Who the fuck
That was not on my
What the
2023 bingo card.
is Miss
Brother,
Matt?
I got Mrs. Matt.
Mr. Met's wife.
Mrs. Matt?
The fucking
Mascot.
Mrs. Matt.
Kind of thick back there. That's emotion.
What's that moving, man?
That's movement.
Is it another BB Rexa situation?
Shout out to BB, bro. Speedy
I
recovery,
mean-
dog.
Oh, yes.
Speedy recovery.
That shit was nuts.
Speedy recovery, dog. Hey, you ain't deserve that, Queen. You ain't deserve that.
Oh,
That's
shit.
crazy. Are we done?
Yeah, we got to.
I'll just say that on following up on your PSA,
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
the powers that be, you guys know. I'm giving you one opportunity to correct that. If you don't,
Oh, let me
I
get
will-
back on this.
I will handle it.
Let me get back on this.
And I can assure you that none of you want
Let
me
me
to
get back
handle
on
it.
this.
I've already gotten Robert's approval, by the way.
Let me get back on this. Last week, we were supposed to call him King Slime. For
Big
because
Slime, Big
Big
Slime.
Slime, Big Slime,
Big
King
Slime.
Slime. He really like was driving into
Leaned
that,
into it.
Leaned
Yeah.
into that
Yeah.
nickname. Come to find out, Young Thug and Gunna, not so different.
Big tail.
So I don't know.
Classified documents. We don't know if that's
So
real.
I don't know.
Rick Ross.
False accusations. So if you want to lean into that, King Slime, by all means,
It
brother.
might not be the time to do that. You might
By all
wanna
means.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. Look, new information has come to light, and I might not be the big slime. So I just.
Are we done?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. That has been the latest and greatest episode from the ScoreKeepers Podcast. We will see y'all next week. We out.